The Sierra Madre is the Philippines' longest mountain range. Aside from its natural beauty, its 540-kilometer surface area is critical for breaking down powerful typhoons which occur at least 20 times per year in our country. However, there is this. What is the Kaliwa Dam project? We all have heard about it, but what is it? The Kaliwa Dam project in the Sierra Madre was scheduled to begin in January 2020 and end in December 2025. Former Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte once described it as the last resort for Metro Manila's water problems. The project will supply 600 million liters of water per day to the capital region and neighboring provinces. Numerous local and international organizations, groups, and sectors, however, are actively opposing this project due to the negative effects it will have on our environment, nearby communities, and our economy. One of those people who is standing against this project is Ms. Jinky Esguerra, a climate activist.
Hello, ako si Jinky Esguerra mula sa Philippine Movement for Climate Justice at tumatayong Food, Land, Water and Climate Campaign Officer nito. Nag-start yung interest ko sa environmental advocacy way back high school, tapos nagtuloy-tuloy siya hanggang college. Una, nakatira ako sa isang area na vulnerable to disaster or yung climate impacts, specifically yung pagbabaha. So, very personal sa akin yung kampanya para mailigtas in general yung mga mamamayan at mga vulnerable komunidad pagdating sa mga ganong sakuna, ganong mga epekto ng climate change. Ang Kaliwa Dam Project, itatayo kasi siya sa loob ng Kaliwa Watershed, River Watershed, kung saan nakapaloob siya dun sa Sierra Madre Mountain Range. At alam naman natin sa ilan na ring mga pag-aaral at diskusyon ng mga, hindi lang ng mga environmental organizations or human rights organizations at iba pa, kundi mismo mga experts, mga scientists ang nagsabi na malaki yung magiging impact nito kapag itinayo ang Kaliwa Dam. Unang-una, syempre yung mga komunidad na nakatira doon sa area ay kinakailangan nilang umalis. Ibig sabihin, sa loob mismo ng kanilang ancestral domains ay doon itatayo yung Kaliwa Dam Project. At pangalawa, gaya nung nasaksihan natin itong nakaraang Super Typhoon Carding, alam naman natin na maraming areas na hindi binaha sa Metro Manila, sa Rizal, sa Quezon dahil na rin sa mahalagang papel ng Sierra Madre Mountain Range. Bukod doon, syempre hindi lang naman siya parang nagsisilbing natural barrier or natural protection natin pagdating sa mga kalamidad, kundi nagbibigay rin siya ng buhay at kabuhayan sa mga IPs, sa mga indigenous peoples, at syempre yung mga komunidad na nakatira sa paligid dito. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung ginagawang kampanya kasama yung mga communities, kasama kami sa PMCG at iba pang grupo na nasa loob ng Stop Kaliwa Dam Network. Tuluyan na sanang ibasura or humanap ng alternatiba yung ating gobyerno kapalit dito sa Kaliwa Dam Project at totoong solusyon para sagutin or address yung issue natin sa water supply, yung napipintong water crisis natin na tinatawag.
According to John Bonifacio, a national coordinator of the Kalikasan People's Network for the Environment, the Kaliwa Dam project will destroy large sections of biodiversity in addition to physically wearing down the mountain. Remember Super Typhoon Carding? The Super Typhoon struck the northern provinces of Nueva Ecija and Aurora last October 2022. People recognize the Sierra Madre Mountain's beauty, strength, and relevance as they realize its role in protecting us from natural disasters such as typhoons. Radcliffe describes the Sierra Madre as a shield that protected the island of Luzon and Manila from Super Typhoon Carding's strong winds and heavy rains. This means that the Sierra Madre is simply God's way of protecting us from natural disasters such as super typhoons. Now that we all know these fast facts about the Kaliwa Dam project and the Sierra Madre, it's time to ask these questions. Why should we care as artists? And how do we incorporate these social issues into our artworks? In 2021, I edited a short documentary film about the Kaliwadam project and how important it is for us to protect the Sierra Madre mountain range. In my head, I knew how to use my skills in editing to produce the story and translate the woes of our concerned citizens, but I had one problem. I do not know how and where to begin. I felt scared, I felt lost, and I felt like I did not belong because I do not know what I can offer to the table. Thankfully, we have Miss Jinky Esguerra who gave me some powerful advice.
For one, siguro maganda talaga na maging updated lagi sa mga nangyayari. Especially kung meron kang point of interest. So, for example, kung environment or climate, magandang laging updated sa news or sa mga latest trends. And hindi ka na mahihirapan na buuin yung parang storyline dahil yun nga very informed ka dun sa issue, ganyan. Bukod dun, mga immersion or kung kakayanin ng time, ganyan, maganda rin na meron kang personal or first-hand experience kasama yung communities, ganyan, kasi very raw na makikita mo yung kanilang yung story mismo ay nagmumula sa kanila mismo, tapos nandun ka sa area, ganyan, so makikita mo talaga, madali mong ma-visualize din yung nangyayari at mas madali mong ipaparating sa iyong work yung kanilang buong kwento.
Now, let's go over the steps an artist must take when incorporating social issues such as climate change into their work. Number 1. Research. It is an essential part of the creative process. We can do this through interviews, doing work on the ground, and reading books and articles. Number 2. Be faithful to your creative process. It means do not rush it. From an editor's point of view, I take the time to review all of the footage that we have, watch all of the interviews, and gradually write the script before we even start editing. Number 3. Communication is a must. Chances are you are collaborating with your fellow artists in your projects. We always have to ensure that we are all on the same page. Number 4. Value the story. As artists, we must value the people telling the story. If we are the storytellers, we have to be honest in expressing ourselves. When we edited our short film about the Sierra Madre, we made sure that the climate activists, groups, as well as the affected communities are the ones whom we should serve. This means putting our egos aside as artists and prioritizing their voices in every creative decision. So, whether you are a painter, a video editor, a director, a camera person, or simply a storyteller, remember that by using your art for the greater good, you can make a difference. You can use art to raise awareness about climate change and to provide a safe space for those in need to use it. As artists, we can learn from scientists and experts and collaborate with them. We are natural partners because we are both unafraid of the unknown and we value the process of research and creating the message. The multimedia and visual arts will continue to be a powerful tool for addressing climate change, and while it does not provide the perfect solution, it is still sustainable enough to wake up the masses, educate the laymen, foster a stronger bond between the arts and science communities, and most importantly, serve as a vehicle for the change required to protect our environment, or, in this case, protect the Sierra Madre.